A Chinese private company claims to be one of the first in the world to mass-produce low-cost hypersonic missiles, a development that, if true, holds far-reaching implications that could potentially reshape 21st century warfare and the global security landscape. The Beijing-based manufacturer released a video on its official social media channel showing the low-cost hypersonic missile taking flight and striking a target in a desert test zone. The company claims the missile is already rolling off assembly lines at only a tenth of the cost of conventional systems. Once again, a statement that, if accurate, could very well redefine the economics of conflicts altogether. According to the firm, it travels between 500 and 1,300 kilometers, reaches speeds of Mach 5 to Mach 7, and stays powered for up to 6 minutes. Its launch platform resembling an ordinary shipping container, further claiming that the missile can identify targets during flight and autonomously maneuver to evade interception. Not just that, the company says the system does not require specialized launch vehicles and can deploy from mobile platforms on land or at sea. It describes the missile as suitable for rapid, precise attacks deep into enemy territory, while also able to conduct high-speed reconnaissance using onboard sensors and real-time data transfer. And there's more. In its video, the firm also purportedly showed simulated images of 8 missiles flying in formation towards Japan, marking multiple impact locations on a digital map, a symbolic display of range and swarm strike capability amid the heightened tensions with Japan over Taiwan. But then this also brings us to the most pertinent question here. How did the company manage to develop such low-cost hypersonic missiles? The firm is saying it cut costs by using off-the-shelf industrial components, automotive-grade chips, and civilian construction materials. It claims its long-term goal is to enable swarms of smart, uncrewed systems, not one or two expensive platforms to dominate future battlefields. The question then is, if hypersonic missiles become as cheap and widespread as drones, how will countries prepare for a world where deterrence and defense could be rewritten almost overnight? What about that scenario? And if the missile is this cost-effective indeed, will terrorists or militant organizations next use the cheap missiles, the cheap Chinese missiles, for warfare? And that question comes up because there are many armed groups across the world, especially in West Asia, like Iran-backed Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, that use missiles in conflicts. Even UN-designated terror organizations like the Al-Qaeda are reportedly using surface-to-surface missiles in the Sahel region, for example. And that's the thing. The missile production also breaks from China's long tradition of keeping major military development under the control of state-owned entities. So if China's private sector has already reached mass production, are the world's military powers entering a new phase where hypersonic weapons become accessible at scale rather than reserved for a handful of superpowers? A shift that may even shorten global arms race timelines. And the implications of this, not just limited to terrorist, militant or armed groups, it's also likely to have a significant impact on countries that have invested large sums of capital on hypersonic missile development, like the United States, for example. America, remember, has invested decades and tens of billions of dollars into hypersonic research through defense giants. Despite this, America is only now approaching limited operational capability as China begins mass-producing low-cost hypersonic missiles. The development also at this point raises more questions than answers. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.